Medal of Honor is awarded for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in an action against the enemy at the risk of one's own life above and beyond the call of duty. Had anyone done what this person did, he or she wouldn't expect to live through it.
Someone close to the event with personal knowledge of what the individual did is who ends up initiating the award recommendation. The review process starts when the first commander looks at that recommendation to say, hey, did this meet the criteria for the Medal of Honor?
What I've learned in being involved with Medal of Honor ceremonies is these aren't always positive news for the individual. Many times they are actually reliving the worst day of their life, and you know that inside it's a little bit rough for them to make it through the day. Tomorrow is going to be the Medal of Honor ceremony for Corporal William Kyle Carpenter. We've been prepping for the last couple of months. After his package got sent to the White House and approved, the President made the phone call to him.
It's my pleasure to let you know that based on the recommendation of the Secretary of the Navy and Secretary of Defense, I've approved the award of the Medal of Honor for your courageous actions in Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom.
We are going to receive him on East Executive Avenue about a half an hour prior to the gates opening for the general audience. He will be arriving along with his immediate family. We'll go up into the East Room. He'll actually get to see where the medal is going to be presented. We go through it while it's quiet so that he's comfortable during the medal presentation to know what he needs to do during the ceremony. A little bit later, he will meet with the President and the First Lady in the Oval Office. What's interesting about that is that's where the President will actually sign the citation and the certificate in front of him. Then they will come over, they all come up into the Blue Room area, we escort the immediate family into the East Room, and then we're ready for the ceremony to start. We have the Naval aide is going to read the citation, and we have the Marine Corps aide is actually going to hold the medal during the reading of the citation. At its conclusion, the President will take the medal from the mill aide and then place it around Corporal Carpenter's neck. And a unique thing that we kind of do after Medal of Honor ceremonies is teammates, the individuals that were actually in battle with him, we will pull them in for a brief greet with the President and First Lady.
I served in the Marine Corps myself, and I'm enthralled by the stories themselves. It is amazing the kinds of things that people will do in the most dangerous situations where no human would be expected to put themselves at that kind of risk.
The man you see before you today should not be alive today. Hand grenades are one of the most awful weapons of war. But we are here because this man, this United States Marine, faced down that terrible explosive power, that unforgiving force, with his own body.
In the case of Carpenter, you know, jumping on a grenade, the wounds that were sustained by Corporal Carpenter, it's amazing that he has recovered to the point that he has. I mean, that in itself is just an amazing story.
This isn't changing us, just good old family from middle of nowhere, South Carolina. So, you know, we're still the same people. Obviously the spotlight is on us right now and will be for a while. But when it all comes down to it, I raised my right hand and I went over there knowing the risk. And, you know, I'm proud of what I did, but that doesn't define me. I'm more proud of just being a Marine. I wanted to be a Marine first while I could and while I had the opportunity and while my body would allow it. So I did that, and now it's just looking forward, and I'm going to just try to impact the world and the people around me in the most positive way I can and try to be a good person and do good things.